Star Trek Strange New Worlds crossover was a dream come true for Tawny Newsome. Star Trek Lower Decks' Tawny Newsome played Ensign Beckett Mariner in live action in Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 2's crossover episode, and Newsome tells Star Trek Discovery's Sonequa Martin Green about the experience. Tawny and Jack Quaid, who plays the flesh-and-blood Ensign Brad Boimler, spent a critically lauded hour disrupting the USS Enterprise commanded by Captain Christopher Pike, Anson Mount. Directed by Jonathan Frakes, Strange New Worlds crossover was a pure comedy and a joyous celebration of Star Trek and its fans. Paramount Plus brought together Sonequa Martin Green and Tawny Newsome for Stargaze Episode 1, Navigating the Universe of Representation. Newsome and Martin Green are the two most prominent African-American women in Star Trek, who are the series leads of Star Trek Lower Decks and Star Trek Discovery, respectively. Sonequa asked Tawny about getting to play Mariner in live action, and Newsome called it a dream come true. Check out her quote and watch the video below. Tawny Newsome is part of 3 Star Trek shows. Tawny Newsome is now one of the most important actors and personalities of Star Trek on Paramount Plus. A lifelong Star Trek fan, Newsome made history by being cast as Ensign Beckett Mariner, the lead of Star Trek's first animated half-hour comedy, Star Trek Lower Decks. Newsome bringing Mariner to live action in Star Trek Strange New Worlds made history again, as Those Old Scientists was the first ever live-action to animation Star Trek crossover comedy event. But Tawny Newsome isn't just prolific in front of the camera. Star Trek executive producer Alex Kurtzman recognized Newsome's ability as a writer and brought her into the writer's room for the upcoming YA series, Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Newsome gets to apply her comedic chops and her Star Trek fandom as a continuity cop to a new generation of youthful Star Trek heroes. Beloved by fans, Tawny Newsome is a popular presence at Star Trek conventions, and she will be back as LT Beckett Mariner in Star Trek Lower Decks Season 5.